Hello again. Good morning. So, the man with one. Oh, but wait, there's more. Two. The man with two watches. Last night was a fun experiment because I went retro and tried sleeping with two different watches. A little painting hanging above me. And yeah, I sleep fine. I'm used to it. But last night, doubled that. Instead of the normal two watches, I went with four. Okay, three watches and one gadget. So where did I wear the other two? Well, turns out if you wear a pair of tube socks, a pair of long socks, you can get another fitness tracker to measure your heart rate through your ankle. So here, I'll show you what that looks like. And yes, I'm wearing mismatched socks. So this is the other tracker that I wore last night. So thank you, Withings, for being very thin and slim profile. And let's see if it tracked my heart rate. 9 minutes ago, 64. Now, your heart rate is lower when you're measuring it in your ankle. Shocker, right? It's farther away from your heart. And yeah, 81 steps. I did wake up last night and had to use the restroom. Anyway, and I've just walked around this morning getting my tripod and microphone. So yeah, so we had this one, the staple one I've had for the last 3 months and change, the Samsung Active 2, and then the retro watch, this one right here, the Samsung Gear 2 from 2014. So yeah, this is waking up 6 years ago. Maybe that's the title I'll go for. Yeah. So let's take a look. And there you have it. My addiction, and this is why my Facebook page is called Gadgets Anonymous. Yeah. So let's start with the oldest one, 2014 here, the Samsung Gear 2 that I borrowed from my friend Bryson. Thanks, Bryson. Cool little fact here. Samsung was thinking ahead 6 years ago, and as soon as you go into sleep mode, it does this, blocking mode on, and it turns off raise to wake, and it automatically disables all notifications. So now we'll hit stop, so I can stop tracking my sleep, recording data, and what's gonna happen next? Oh, stop. There we go. Sleep will stop being recorded and your data will be saved. Thanks. Ooh, and that's the screen I wanted, right there. So we have 8 hours and, 29 minutes. Let's see if it tells us any other information. So motionless for 7 hours and 7 minutes, 84%. So that's pretty good. I'm liking that stat. Thank you, Samsung. And it shows the time. So I went to bed at 11:33, woke up at 8:02, but what time is it right now? Oh, it is 8:02. Okay. So it automatically stopped it when I stopped it. But let's see what happens when I sync it to Bryson's phone when I get to work on Monday. So yeah, there we go. Waking up with a device that was built 6 years ago, but still tracks your sleep. So now if I click the home button, then it goes back, and I wonder if we can go back and view that log. Oh, that's phone logs. Gallery, settings, maybe not, but it synchronizes to the phone, right? Oh, and it has my last sleep cycle right there. Well, that's nice, Samsung. So next so now we'll go oldest to youngest. So this is the Fitbit Flex 2, that I wear in my little coin pocket. And this isn't going to tell us anything. I have to sync it. And so we'll have to do that in a little bit. Oh, I thought my watch was going to slide off there. So yeah, but this does track your sleep automatically. And it counts your steps and calories and lets you know how many active minutes you have for the day. The sleep data is pretty minimal, but hey, it's still tracking. And this thing weighs nothing, but be careful, they are easy to lose. So the Fitbit Flex 2, this one came out, I'm guessing 2016, maybe 2015. So these two are about the same age. They're pretty close in their age brackets. Now I have 2016 technology, maybe 2017, so we've skipped up about 3 years. The Withings Steel HR Sport. Now this is not going to tell us our heart rate data. It doesn't do that kind of log ability on the watch itself, but it did track my heart rate last night and all that fun stuff. And finally, the newest one, 2020 technology. This came out in November of 2019. So we're going on 4 months, 5 months old. Oh, that's so old with technology, right? Yeah, not that bad. So I was in sleep mode, good night mode rather. So I turned that off. And this will run the algorithms all by itself. And I can just swipe to the right there. Everything resets. Analyzing. That was it. 6 hours and 3 minutes. For a second there, it was going to give me a nap. So I'll have to connect that to my phone and see. Well, that's odd. So let's see if the times match up. So if we swipe, swipe, swipe again, where'd it go? There we go, sleep. So 11:33, well, about 4 minute difference. But this one thought I slept through the night, whereas this one did not. Let's go with the app. All right, as it turns out, on that same night, on the video you just saw, it did show just the 6 hours and 3 minutes. However, later that same day, something happened and the watch talked with this phone and it corrected the dots. So you see it ended at 5:40. I must have been moving, or my heart rate was too fast. And then it skipped almost an hour and said I was asleep again from 6:28 to 7:51. So between 5:40 a.m. and 6:28 a.m., I don't know, I thought I was asleep. But this happens. If you get up to use the restroom or you're getting up to get a drink of water, yeah. But if you scroll down, you can see the different efficiency breakdowns, the sleep analysis by Samsung. So the first segment, 93 efficient, awake time, REM, light, deep, all that fun stuff. And then right here, we have the efficiency dropping to 85%, which is pretty normal on, this is pretty much a nap, right? Hour and 23 minutes. But it still calculated the awake time, REM, and the light, and 0 deep sleep. I think the most deep sleep I've ever had while using Samsung is probably no more than an hour, maybe an hour and a half when I'm sleeping 9 hours and don't drink caffeine for the 2 days before. Anyway, so there's the sleep analysis, the correct updated sleep analysis by Samsung. All right, let's go to Withings. So this is the OnePlus 6T we're on here, and we'll just do Withings first. So it's connected. So let's see what it thought here. 7 hours and 52 minutes with a sleep score of 82. Restful night. Here's a breakdown. Duration, 7 hours and 52 minutes. And we can click on that button. Here, let me turn off that overhead light. Okay, now we should get less glare. All right, so my night. Not bad. You had a decent night's sleep. Sleep duration is what matters most. It counts for more than half of the sleep score. Long nights are good for decreasing and accumulating sleep debt. But watch out for bed and rise time regularity. Well, I concur. So now we can go back. There's our lovely graph. Oh, depth good. What does this say? So breakdown of your night. You spent 63% of your night in deep sleep. Well, thank you, Withings. And this is one thing Withings does quite well. I would say they're right on par with Fitbit. If you have a newer Fitbit, like the Fitbit Versa, the Fitbit Versa 2, or the Charge 3, or the Fitbit, what's it called? That other one that came out with an Adidas brand, the Ionic, which I never ended up testing, strangely enough. Okay, so back to Withings. Okay, so breakdown of your night. You can't control your sleep phases in your sleep. However, getting to bed later than usual leads to less deep sleep. That's why regularity is key. I agree, Withings. So next one, regularity good. Okay, average bedtime, 23:16. Average rise time, 6:33. Your internal clock, which dictates when you're hungry or sleepy, tries to synchronize with your sleep schedule. So try to keep it consistent. Aim to get bars from the graph above aligned. Okay. So I'm out of alignment. So, but hey, I'm trying, right? I'm trying. And interruptions 3 times. Total time awake. Okay, so, oh, that's right. One of the kids woke up last night and so did the household pet. You were awake for 23 minutes combined last night. All right. And let's see. Total time awake, 23 minutes. Interruptions reset your sleep cycles and impact your perceived sleep quality. More often than not, sleep interruptions are triggered by external factors that lie beyond our control, like snoring partners, babies, or mosquitoes. If not, bed and rise time regularity can help reducing them. Okay, so again, it's pushing regularity. So there's my sleep. Average sleep heart rate, 67 beats per minute. And following your sleep heart rate over large periods of time is a good indicator of your overall cardiovascular health. The lower, the better. See my trend. Let's see, what's it doing? Okay, there we go. So this quarter, 63 beats per minute. Average sleep heart rate, 64. I don't have a quarterly trend yet. So it looks like I'm going to need to borrow a Withings device from a friend or coworker so I can keep tracking this. Because this one goes back in a few days. All right. Well, I am starting to exercise more regular. So now let's jump to this one, the Samsung Active 2, and see if it changed the sleep stats. Oh, that's the March Madness thing. And we'll go home. Says it synchronized 14 minutes ago. Calculating steps. 6 hours and 3 minutes. So for some reason, it changed its mind and decided that I was not asleep, or I never went back to sleep from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Whereas its predecessor from 2014 did. So I'm going to rate my sleep. I'm going to say I slept about 3 last night. I mean, I did have 3 interruptions according to Withings. You woke up at your target wake time. Well, thanks, Samsung. And the stats on this. Awake time 24 minutes. REM hour and 24, light just under 4 hours, and deep sleep 22 minutes. So very different sleep information from 3 different devices. So I'm going to have to synchronize the Fitbit. We'll get that data, and then we'll get the data from this, and we'll wrap up this info. Thanks for watching. Be right back.